Hi, my name is Katherine Kelaidis, and I'm the resident scholar at the National Hellenic Museum. And today we're going to talk about how Greek Americans started setting up Christmas trees. The first Christmas tree was introduced to Greece by this guy, Otto Frederick Ludwig, the first king of the Hellenes. The second son of the king of Bavaria, Otto brought with him the Christmas tree to Greece. It's a German custom, and when he came to be the first king of Greece in the early 19th century, he brought it along. It was actually during this period that a whole plethora of German princes were bringing Christmas trees with them around Europe as they joined the various royal houses of Europe. Prince Albert, a prince from the German state of Coburg, and the consort of Queen Victoria introduced the Christmas tree to Britain during the same period. The first Christmas tree in Greece was at King Otto's palace in Nephapoli. While the Christmas tree did gain some popularity in Greece, it was largely an upper class tradition, something that would remain until after the Second World War. The people who came to America from Greece, the first Greek immigrants, were decidedly not from the upper classes, and so didn't bring with them the custom of setting up a Christmas tree. Now, the Christmas tree had come to America not with royal princes, but with German immigrants who largely began arriving in America in the 18th century. The Christmas tree was very much an immigrant tradition in America, sort of um, something that was very much located in German and Scandinavian communities in America, but not part of the wider American cultural landscape. That changed in 1931 when a Christmas tree was erected in the building site of Rockefeller Center in the middle of the Depression. Any of you who have seen the Rockefeller Christmas tree might note what a sort of pale comparison that first Christmas tree was. But it had the effect of really bringing the Christmas tree into the American mainstream, of making the Christmas tree not an upper class tradition of rich Americans trying to emulate Victorian Britain or of German and Scandinavian immigrants alone, but a wider part of American culture. This 1931 erection of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree coincides with a unique period in Greek American history, namely the period in which the first generation of American born Greeks were coming of age. It was also the period in which Greek Americans were increasingly moving from positions of employee to employer. Greek American small businesses were taking off, including in the restaurant and candy industry, right? Hospitality is where Greeks thrive. And the Christmas tree, which was becoming an increasingly powerful symbol of Christmas in America, was also becoming an increasingly important Christmas marketing tool. The first Christmas trees erected by Greek immigrants in America were erected in their stores. As you can see here in a Christmas tree at the Palios Candy Company, this Christmas tree is made entirely out of candy boxes. And this image, by the way, is in the National Hellenic Museum's collection. So Greeks were putting up Christmas trees at their businesses, but not necessarily in their homes. That would come later, kind of coinciding with two things. It would be more and more throughout the 30s. Greek immigrants would start setting up Christmas trees in their home under pressure from their children to start to have what their friends at school had, right? This is a process of assimilation where children are bringing this custom home and they're encouraging their parents to take it up. The real way in which Christmas trees take hold in Greek America is just like in Greece after the Second World War, where the Christmas tree becomes an omnipresent marketing symbol of Christmas across the Western world. That's not to say that Greeks in America haven't made it our own. Here's a Christmas tree ornament from St. Nicholas Church, once again in the National Hellenic Museum's archive. And I think even today you can find little changes and differences on those, from Greek flags to little Greek soldiers on Greek American Christmas trees. So as you set up your Christmas tree, remember, like all cultural traditions, it comes from this unique history and confluence of people meeting each other and taking the best ideas from one another, including dragging an evergreen tree into your house in the middle of December and putting lights on it. Merry Christmas, everyone, from the National Hellenic Museum and from me. Have a happy holiday.